I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I just said that I don't think it should be promoted to children. That's the main crux of my argument here.
What should be promoted to children? Your idea of a nuclear family?
Yeah, but it's not my idea of a nuclear. Come on, dude. You can't say it's my idea of a nuclear family. It is the nuclear family. Like it's not my idea of the nuclear family.
What is a nuclear family? One boy and one girl wife?
Pretty much, yeah. Mom, dad, and whatever amount of kids, and maybe their aunts and uncles, and you know, grandparents. Not it's not nuclear. It's extended family. But you get what I'm trying to say.
What's the point of a nuclear family?
What do you mean? What's the point of a nuclear family?
Woman in the kitchen, man working, kids listening to the dad, and the mom taking care of the kids. Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And
What if
and
the
teaching
woman wants to be the
and
breadwinner?
the kids learn from emulating their parents, right?
Hmm. What if the woman wants to be the breadwinner? Or what if the woman gets no sexual desire from a man because she doesn't enjoy men? Or what if the dad actively has always enjoyed men because he has a penis and he's thought to himself, man, I really like sucking dick because I got a penis and I know how it operates and women are too confusing. Would you say he is incorrect?
Yeah. I would say it'd be incorrect to spread that philosophy, that ideology, that idea to the children. Because I
What
guarantee,
if that
look,
philosophy helps somebody understand themselves? You can still have both. You can have both. Why
my
can't we not have both?
my problem, Ceros, is not that these people exist. My problem is that a lot of people, and I know people aren't gonna want to hear it, but a lot of people also do things just to be trendy. Do you think that every single person who claims to be a transsexual or every single person who claims to be a lesbian or every single person who claims to be gay or bisexual is really that? Some people just do it because
Oh, hell
they
no.
want to be
Not
part of a
even a little bit.
community.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Not even a little bit.
So my point is,
Slightly, no.
no what? No what? Sorry, explain what you mean by no.
Oh, I agree that not everybody that says like they're gay. So a lot of people see like a lot of kids are incorrigible.
So then
They'll see like, oh yeah, I see gay on TV. I want to be gay too.
that's what I'm trying to say. Yes, exactly. That's my point. So there's kids who will see it and they'll be influenced and they're really not that thing, but since they saw it on TV and it's trendy and they're seeing it on the shows, they're gonna want to emulate it because that's the reason why the nuclear family even exists because people passed it on to their kids and perhaps the kids had a different tendency or different orientation, but with enough I don't want to say indoctrination, but it is kind of a little bit of indoctrination. With enough cultural indoctrination, they adhered to whatever the cultural norm was and they continued in the path that their ancestors followed. But if you have a new path,
But here goes the thing. How about just have the parents teach them that, man? Like you can just have the parents teach them that. They're like
but come on, you know that parents are lazy, man.
more than anything because it's not really an issue with the companies because the companies are just doing what's giving people a voice.
But didn't I say that when I started off? I literally said that when I started this conversation. I said, I don't think Netflix is nefariously doing this shit. They're just doing it because it's trendy and popular, and there's activists that push it, and there's a lot of fucking people that are gay that are creative, and they make stuff, and Netflix buys it because it's gonna get views, like you said. But I don't think that the
Right. But
parents
why is then the other side should have something just as creative to combat this, but they don't because they're boring?
lazy. I said not boring.
Lazy instead of boring. Got
All I say is the parents are not gonna moderate their children, man, and I just don't think it's good for the culture. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that. Look, if and I said it, I made a video about this, by the way. If you want to watch the video when you get a chance, promo here. I dropped the video. If you want to watch the video and you get a chance, I explained everything in a very logical, broken by part video. And I just think that parents are going to be lazy. And if I was a lazy parent and I let my kid just watch whatever shows and go to school and have the school indoctrinate them as well, then it might lead my child who might not be a lesbian, my child might not be bisexual, my child might not be a transsexual. They might just go into it just like how kids back in my generation would become like emos or goth or I'm a punk rocker or whatever, like as a trend. And then it was like a phase and then they grew out of that phase. But the problem is that if you go to a phase where you think you're a transsexual and then you get hormone blockers, now you're fucked.
I agree. I agree with that take. See, mm, yeah, it does. Yeah. So you agree that we should get rid of birth control?
Shit, I mean, it's a tough
Well,
question. I mean,
because
I
birth
feel
control
like,
fuck up your hormones real bad, right?
yeah, I mean, shit. Like I said, but but I don't think little kids are getting on birth control.
There's 13-year-olds on birth control.
well, I mean, like I said, like the parents, their decisions, I don't know, but if in my family, that's not going to happen. That's but I'm not going to be a lazy
That's your
parent. So
anecdotal evidence. You're trying to push your anecdotal evidence on the greater populace of people that are trying to get representation. This is the same argument, the exact same argument used for black people in the 60s through the 90s. This is what happened. This is the exact same argument.
it's not,
Who wants to
it's,
see niggas?
but it's not because no one who's white is going to convert to black all of a sudden because they saw some black people on TV.
That's yes, that's exactly what happened. Look at Vanilla Ice. People wanted to be black. People were like, I'm black at heart. I'm black at heart.
These niggas are corny though. It's not the same thing. I just don't think it's the same thing, Cyros. I don't think you can make a real equivalence between the two things. I get what you're trying to say. I get the point you're trying to say. You're trying to say discrimination is equal on both of those two topics, but in my opinion, I just don't think it is. Like I just don't think it is because in one of them is no, I don't know.
No. I want you to make your point.
I'm trying to even think of I'm trying to think of it in a logical way to and one of them, as far as race is concerned, race is a completely not, it's not a disorder. Like I don't have black disorder. I was born with the black disorder. It converted me into a black.
That's what they said black people were. They said black people were a smudging on earth. They said it was a disorder and it was
Yeah, but it's literally,
my skull is messed up because I'm prone to anger because of the shape of my skull.
but that's not factual. Like it's not based on any type of science.